All right, so this set may or may not be new to what you see in your collection. This is the Today's Man playset. It's a carry case. It was supposed to be kind of one of those, hey, it's universal for all figures. The reality is it's more of a big Jim G.I. Joe size. You've got a number for which model it was, I guess, over here. But what's actually interesting is originally, you can find the mark on this. Give me a second. For the year down towards the bottom. Now, this one's a little difficult to see. It is Multiple Toymakers, Division of Minor Industries, and the date's kind of wiped. And I'll show you how I found out that it's 1972 in a moment. But you can see it's kind of a tent-style set. It's got snaps to open up. It actually tells you in what order. So we have the parts are labeled A, B, and C, and it tells you in what order to clip them together, how to close in what sequence. We've got the brass spinning clips down here, so you can see those. And nice a nice handle, good plastic handle. What's interesting is you kind of had this window effect. Now, what's crazy about these sets, and the reason I'm standing behind it is one, because it's rather large. Looking inside, they did come with very few accessories. You had basically this chair that it doesn't move, it's static. I guess you'd pop the two pieces together here. Looks like somebody put some glue in for it. I don't know if they broke it or it was there, but these are usually missing. You have this cot, which this one you can see where the piece actually popped off. It's just got two holes. These are actually wooden dowels. They're not plastic, they're wood. And then you have this plastic cot top to it, I guess, would make it some kind of bed or whatever. And I'm pretty sure when you bought these, you had to put these together. And then you got this campfire stove type thing. Now, just to give you guys an idea for scale, we'll use old G.I. Joe here from Hasbro. For the most part, fits quite well in the cot. You can see that. The chair might be a little small. It's a little more Big Jim. But taking a look at the stove, I mean, this is just, it's all right. It's pretty good, I guess, to scale. But if we remove the pieces and we look inside, you can see it's, first of all, this set is in this horrible, ugly drab, 70s ugly drab green. A lot of these play sets, especially by Multiple Toymakers or Minor Industries, were done in these horrible green. I've tons of them. Matter of fact, there's one right up there. Again, these were, my understanding from all the research I've done, these were all mail order. I don't know if you could walk in and buy them, and my understanding was they were mail order from Montgomery Wards, I believe. Again, I got to get some more research, do a little more certification, but it looks like you've kind of got 4 rugs on the floor, and then you have a variety of things that are supposed to be on the wall. They've got this Native American or Indian kind of eagle symbol here, if you will. It's kind of like a tapestry, and then you've got all these kind of accessories. Let's take a look at scale. So your axe, which is completely ridiculous, looks like Thor's hammer, knife, flippers, scuba gear, bow and arrow, that'd probably be pretty good, sleeping bag, rope, and you have this ice pickaxe. On the other side, we have skis, the world's largest flashlight. You can see how big that is. It's ridiculous. Oops, there goes Joe. Some binoculars, a medical kit, lantern, and a canteen. Down there, it looks like almost looks like an igloo jug and a kind of a radio. And then the idea was, when you were done with this, you could pack this up, put it back together, and take it to grandma's or wherever you're going. Again, we've got that same eagle on the outside. This looks like it needs to be cleaned. A little schmeg on it, if you will. And so this wonderful Today's Man symbol with this incredible Native American eagle, if you will, so 70s. However, my understanding in having this set is that it came in this horrible, ugly drab color, and they came in that horrible, ugly tan, I like to call it baby diarrhea color, the same one that used to be an M&M, that they took away from the M&Ms, was that light brown color. So let me tell you what I came across recently. It's a little out of shape. It's going to need a little bit of work to put together, but I thought this was dark brown. I cleaned it up. It's black. So I thought this was a dark brown set. It's a black case. I've never, in all of my years, 20-some years of collecting, seen this black case version. It has to be probably very uncommon, because that green one shows up all the time. Well, enough. It's common, right? Or it's uncommon. This, I never see this case. The tan one is very hard to find as well. But this one, this is the first time in my life I've ever seen it. I was very fortunate. I got this at an incredible garage sale price. You can see it's a little out of shape. Something was probably put weight on it. See, it kind of got disfigured a bit, but we're going to straighten that out. We're going to use a little bit of heat with a hair dryer, and we're going to use some other techniques to get that to straighten out so that it looks more like that when we're done and less like that. What is good is it still has the brass clips on the side, aren't broken off. It still has the original snaps, aren't broken off. The handle's still there, which is great. See if we can open this up a little bit. And the gentleman I bought it from, he's like, wow, you really got a good deal on that. He goes, I see these things going for like $300. I was like, yeah, I don't really see them going for $300. I said, but they can get a little pricey. Like I said, I paid a garage price. Nobody bid on it but me, and his starting bid was incredibly low. But he was a very nice gentleman. I actually drove down. He's from South Jersey. I went down to meet him today. So you can do that. Now, if you take a look at the inside, what you'll see is it's the same interior, except the colors are changed. We've gone from that ugly, horrible sunflower yellow to this kind of off-white, which is okay. You get a little better view of this cooler, and you could see just how out of scale, again, these things are, I mean, to G.I. Joe. And so look at the lantern. I mean, it's ridiculous, the flashlight. But this is how they did things. All of the sets that were made by Minor Industries or Multiple Toymakers, these playsets had these really crazy out-of-scale stuff. But they weren't just for G.I. Joe. They weren't just for Big Jim. They were supposed to be for all action figures. So I guess they maybe thought, one, it would fill space, so they'd have a lot of empty space. And I'm guessing, two, they probably figured, well, let's make different sizes for different action figures. But, I mean, they're like ridiculously, some of these large. But I do think it's absolutely very cool. But it is so 70s with this kind of Native American theme. So this is just vinyl over cardboard. See, the cardboard's been warped over time. But we're going to get that straightened out. Use a little bit of heat and some weight, and we'll get that done. Now, the only thing that came with this set, with this particular one, was what's left of this cot. And it's got the middle piece, as you can see, but it's only got the one end piece. You can see something was right up against it and melted the living shit out of it. For those of you that are fancy 3D printers, I am sure you could come up with some kind of 3D printing of that, but we're not going to do that. For us, it still stands. It's really just going to go back into the set. That's what it looks like when it's actually complete and it's in good shape. And these pieces from time to time will show up in G.I. Joe lots and so on. I'm not so concerned about the pieces. There's only 3 pieces that it came with it. At least that's all I've ever been finding my whole life. I've looked and looked and looked. And I found brand new, and that's all they came with. Pretty weak. However, the set's pretty cool, and the idea is that, you know, it was universal. Now, just to give you an idea, I'm not going to open it because I've done this in other videos. You could take a look for yourself. But they also made the system control headquarters, which opens up. It unrolls into a big playset. And it's the same idea. The scale's kind of crazy. And then they've got like a computer set. They've got like a console to look at things. They've got an equipment room. And it's all the same thing, where the scales are just kind of wacky and so on. So yes, as you can see, we're going some renovations in the toy room of solitude. We've got some new shelves and stuff we have to put up and so on. But this was pretty cool. So for those of you guys who do not collect these, and you're like, what is that ugly ass thing? Yes, they are. They're hard enough to get alone, but to find one in a color other than this ugly, again, this olive drab, especially this black. Again, I thought it was dark brown. I gave it a good cleaning. It wasn't too bad, but as soon as I started cleaning the crud off, it's black underneath, or an extremely dark brown probably was what they were going for. Maybe, I don't know. But the only other color that this came in is this tan version. I'll be on the lookout for that. Actually, I've been on the lookout for that for quite some time. But yes, there you go. Today's man. Not going to say that it's the coolest playset on the planet. And it does take a tremendous amount of room to display, because you basically have this. Not easy. I thought there was a way to lay this flat, but then I went back and looked, and no, there's not. But a lot of times, again, these little brass pieces on the end, they break off. They're just twist twist locks, if you will. But they're not hard to replace. If you could buy them and redo them yourself if you wanted to. So, and so on. But there you have it. I thought I'd share that with you guys before Super Bowl Sunday. Do this quick as time is getting late. And we're going to get this all straightened out. So hopefully do another video. We could show this being in better shape. Yeah, you can see where the thing just crushed right in. And that's lovely old vinyl over cardboard. All right, hope everybody has a great day. If you're watching the Super Bowl, enjoy it. Have a great day and have a great weekend. Take care.